Hey Tubesters, so I wanted to come on here real quick and share with you the in-progress alter changes. I have some things coming in the parcel to aid in my O Star Right. Y'all, I think y'all know that I celebrate the Sabbats more as tides, not necessarily seasons, because they are stages of the seasons, but as tides. So from the day of until the day before the next Sabbat, I'll celebrate. I will celebrate. My bad. I have something in my eye. Of course, now that I start the camera, I celebrate the Sabbats that way, and I don't know. It's really interesting. So I haven't done anything yet. I'm probably going to try and do a little meditation or something like that. I don't have my double words, so I might create something new. Maybe do a little sea magic type of thing. I haven't figured out just yet what I want to do, but right now this altar setting up is kind of taking that place. So I want to share it with y'all real quick because there's been some changes. I've shared this with some people, and I think on Instagram and Facebook, but I haven't shared it with y'all yet. So I wanted to come on here and share it with you, and also talk to you about some products that I got, because I got some love mail, and it's really fun. So, oh, and I finally got that antique piece that I was talking to y'all about, and it just fits perfectly on here. So anyway, let's just get started. So, this is what it looks like, the whole thing, and then there's the top piece. That's the vintage piece I was talking to y'all about, and so I moved some things around here. It's still relatively the same, it's just a little, I'm trying to remember what exactly I did move. I think I put my crystals and stones a little closer together, and I moved my couple of spice jars that I have over here, and it happened to work out to be enough space. Oh, that's right, because I had a lot of space over here open anyway when I had my grimoire over here. So I'm going to get a little closer and kind of talk to y'all about some of the things. Like some are harvested from the beach, and oops, my bad. And some I'm not used to holding the camera, and some are gifts. So without further ado, we're gonna get started. So y'all probably remember these. I did change the feather. I still have the first one, but I think this size works a little better. There we go. So this is one of those things that I got in the love mail. Here it is. I think I'm gonna take those things out now, so that way I don't have to worry about doing that again. Is that it? Yeah, and this one. My bad, y'all. Y'all know me. Not always prepared. So this in here, and also in my little sea dish, this was kind of a conch shell that obviously is broken, and I put this Poseidon's sandbar offering salt in there. It kind of has this basic sea vibration of it, and so I have this as an offering. This is representing water, and this is kind of offering it to the water spirits, the undines. And then this is earth, but it's also from the beach and the sea. It's driftwood, a feather from the beach, and burnt wood that was also from the beach. And so you kind of see this like sea witch, sea magic elemental representations going on here. Y'all remember my Tibetan singing bowl? This card is just a message to myself to remember to love myself, and it's with the flowers. I thought it was pretty good for spring. And so I'm gonna come over here, and so this is my current pendulum. It's a shell from the beach, and I don't remember right now where I got this white string. I'm kind of like, not necessarily a scavenger, but I keep things, and I can't remember what it came from. I want to say it came from a package, but I just don't remember which one it would have come from. So, anyway, it's really, really long, as you can tell. And I kind of have it in here for, like, keeping it protected and charged. And do you like my pentagram, my pentacle ring? That came in the other day, as well as my, my breathe. And I'll talk about those in a minute. But anyway, this is my, kind of like a worry stone, but it's a shell. And so, I have this, why is it coming up purple? This is interesting. It's black ink, but it's got like this, no, it's more indigo. That's interesting. But I kind of use this as, I do use this as my worry shell. So if I'm feeling anxious or whatever, I just put it in here, and this has the, like, banishing spiral in here, and then the water symbol, and then 3 drops of water. For, basically, it's to use the element of water to take away the undesired emotions, being worry or anxiety or whatever, and then replacing it with the water blessings for, like, emotional stability and stuff like that. So, and I just will rub this and hold it and just kind of do my ocean breath if I need to, and use that to kind of, I guess, recalibrate of sorts. This is a piece of, whoops, I knocked over, well, not knocked over, but I moved something. This is a piece of wasp nest, or not a piece, this is the beginnings of a wasp nest that was already on the ground, so no, I did not disturb it. This is some glass that I picked up from the beach, so it's not necessarily sea glass. I guess it's beach glass, because it's not as smooth as the sea glass, but y'all know what I mean. This is a little display piece. This is, I think it's mollusk that kind of just adheres to the rock. And I think this is a piece of dried algae, and then just a broken piece of shell. And then this came from boot camp. I'm trying to remember. This one, I think, came from the chapel, which had all the different services in it. And then y'all remember my mug from Tayluna. May your dreams be touched with magic, with the little cute magic bag. I drank my nighttime tea and stuff. Oh, and this is the amethyst. That was the free gift that came with that purchase. I actually sleep with this piece. And then my Buddha mug, I drink. I need to get some more peppermint tea. I keep forgetting. So I haven't been having my peppermint tea in the morning, but I just love this Buddha mug so much. And then this was the first mug that I had when I came here. I bought it from the Next, and I just put my pen stuff. Oops, you can't see. I put my pens in the Okay, so I just put that shit in there, and I put these incense sticks, whoops, you can't see again, that I got is in the love mail, just because I think it looks nice. It's gonna make my altar smell nice. And y'all remember my witchcraft box and the little seal that came from my pen pal. And so these are some businesses. This, I think, is where I got, so let me put it a little closer. So if you want to screenshot that, you can. I believe this is where I got my witch's rosary. And this is Tayluna's info. She has a Depop store. There's info on the back, but I don't have to take that off. And then this is where I got the antique piece, which I'm going to talk to y'all a little later about. This is another piece of driftwood from the recent haul, and that, like, conjoined shell. It really gives me octopus vibes. So, and octopus has kind of come into my life since just before boot camp, honestly. And the sacred numbers of the universe, 963. And that's just a little calendar. Whoops, my bad, y'all. I'm trying not to press any buttons. So this is a seed that I got from the beach. I think it's a date palm seed. That's what I could think of. And then this is a stone from the ocean with a little, I don't know, exposing of the inside type of shell. And I just think it's a beautiful display piece. So these two candles came with that free thank you gift after the purchase from Tay Luna, along with the lavender, and I just sprinkled some of the lavender in the candles and kind of have that just sit in there. This is for protection for my altar. It came in the love mail. These are obviously, as you can tell, crab claws, and they kind of function the same way as scissors or knives or blades, whatever you want to call them, or brooms or shovels, spades. It's all for protection. This, I think, is a sea sponge, or it's just really awesome looking mattress foam. This is one of those stones from the beach. There's a lot of these, so I'm probably gonna give some of these away, collect some more and give them away. That's my Kuan Yin healing station with the little thing of potion, my Roto Crochet, and the statue. This also can be bought from the Witch's Cavern. This is a what is he called? I think it's Cerebus's bone, I believe it is. When I got this, ever since he talked about this, and I knew I was gonna get this because he talked about how he was gonna give everyone one of these. I always was trying to put this on, like, as a gift for Morana, my matron, and she always so sweetly and gently but assertively would say no. And I just wasn't fucking listening. I kept on trying to push it to her. And then when I was making my altar, I just kind of like, I fell asleep with my eyes open. So it was kind of like daydreaming, but I just like zoned off. And I wasn't even deliberately trying to or anything like that. And all of a sudden, I just got this understanding that Ron claimed this. I'm just like, oh, very well. So before we continue, look at my sea witch pendant. This is also bone, and I love how it just tied on there. This cord actually originally came on, oops, hello. I'll figure out how to work this camera eventually. It originally came on my pentacle charm, but I wanted to have a chain, so I decided to switch it, and I saved it. And it came in handy with that little witch's pendant. And it sits right on my heart chakra. And it's great for emotional healing. So, oh, right. We gotta finish these. So, those were part of the love mail. I think they're like little starter pod things. And I actually found a whole conch shell. Yay! These are my 2 pieces of sea glass. This is the better one. This beautiful green. I don't think it's going to show well on here. And then this one's just brown or amber. This is a sea, no, not, well, it is a seashell, but this is a holy shell, kind of like holy stones or fairy stones or hag stones or witches stones. This is a holy shell or hag shell or whatever you want to call it. And I'm actually going to put like a little make this a little pendant, and it kind of looks like a heart, and then use it to see the undines or the water spirits and look through there or in one of those other beautiful holes made by the ocean. This is it's a root that is kind of driftwood like, and it's got little growth things on it from the sea, and I put my my rosary on it. And I think that's it for here. Did I talk to y'all about my Sea Witch's wand? And I'm gonna have this really cool ovular wooden bowl that has a scalloped edge on the top. And I'm gonna have some moss and some little, probably put some shells in it and some stones and some of the flowers and weeds or whatever that grow around here as like my Ostara piece for around here, and then the white ceramic rabbit I think I talked to y'all about it. I can't even remember what I talked to y'all about right now. But I have a vintage white ceramic rabbit coming in the parcel as well that I'm going to put in here for Ostara. And part of the reason why I can't remember what I told you is that I kind of ran through this video before I actually did the video, so I can't remember if I've already told you that or not. But when I, got so many thoughts going on in my head. When I first had an altar, or one of the first altars I had, and I was celebrating Ostara, I actually put a white rabbit that was like a stuffed animal, and I had gotten that one year in my Easter basket, and I basically kept it ever since, and I put it on my altar for Ostara, and so it's kind of like almost coming full circle again. And I know that previous times I put ceramic rabbit figurines on my altar, but they weren't white, and finding this one was just so perfect, and I'm so excited. I'm gonna keep it, and it's definitely going to be a recurring piece. So with that said, I'm gonna come up here, and then I'll come back and talk to you about the other goodies that you can get from the Witch's Cavern. Oh, pardon me. Did I talk to y'all about my faux dog tags? They just have my swearing date in place of where you would have the social security number. And I put Omnis/Witch for that religion place as position. And then I put my blood type and then my first and last name. So I got one with my legal name currently and one with the name that I'm going to change. And that's where I'm going to leave that right now. So this is the little, what's going to be a shrine for my matron and patron. At some point I'm going to turn this into a Hexenspiegel, but I don't have what I need or what I want to use for the ritual, and I have the whole ritual set up already, but it's in my books at the house, so I really like it, so I want to wait till I have that. So right now it's just going to be like a meditation mirror, and these are going to house some floral foam and some fake flowers that I'll switch out for the seasons. I have some coming in already for Ostara, and I have an incense stick in here so that way it smells good. This is all walnut wood. This is from the Victorian era, and it's obviously a vintage piece, and I really love it because to me this part looks really magical. We have the alchemist star, that has the alchemical symbols of the four elements. I also see this as like as above so below, as within so without, so like a light and dark spirit. So I kind of feel like it's the duality of spirit going on there too. These 7 sections with the holes or the engravings, I don't think they're not all the way through. Those represent the 7 main chakras, the 7 days of the week, and the 7 classical planets. To me, this really looks like the symbol of Awen, and it's a Celtic symbol for like creativity and blessings, and you can look it up if you want to know some more. And then we have the duality as well as the triplicity of the god and the goddess. And this also kind of looks like a sun to me shining down. And I don't know if I have any symbolism for these just yet. That might come in due time. So basically what I'm going to have going on here is something for... Well, right now it's just going to have Ostara decorations. But I might, later on down the road, put like gold or white candle and a silver or black candle, and maybe do something like that. And then this is a shelf, so I might put like my matron and patron stuff here, and maybe put my tools or candles or whatever I want to put in here. I haven't decided just yet. I just know that I want it to be a shrine for my matron and patron. Hello. What's really awesome is that this mirror piece can actually, well, it's not doing it right now, but it actually can come out. I just put fingerprints on it. Ew. The mirror is still kind of dirty anyway. I tried to clean it, but it didn't work. But what's cool is that I can get a piece of glass cut, spray paint it black. I always like to do the gloss just for extra shine. And so it can capture the dim lighting that you use when you're doing scrying mirror. And I can make this like a divination altar, or just have that be like a divination scrying mirror, and still keep like the matron patron type of thing going on. And it's just, there's so many things that you can do with this. Another reason why I wanted to get this piece is that it's small enough where I could like put it on a shelf or hang it up. I think there are some hanging pieces somewhere. I was pretty sure. I remember in the pictures it showed stuff to hang it on. I'm probably just missing it. I don't know. But and I could just hang this on a wall or put it on a desk or shelf or something and have it be like if I get an office space or whatever, my next command or whatever it is, it's one of those things that I can kind of use. It's very versatile and I can take it with me. You know what I mean? So anyway, this is my palmistry deck that I'm working with a group, or will be soon once everybody gets their stuff. Some people are having some shipment issues. My tarot deck, my oracle deck, I'm thinking about also getting the Raziel tarot and maybe making that a public deck and maybe opening up doing readings for people, but I haven't fully decided just yet. This came in the love mail. This is Dalmatian Jasper. This was in that thank you gift from Tay Luna. This also came from boot camp, but I can't remember where. This is from those little crystal haul that I shared with y'all. Yeah, so I got that slab, that agate, brown agate, and then the gray agate with the amethyst, pyrite, rose quartz, blue, and orange calcite were all bought from Spirit of the Red Horse, which was a shop that was in the Houston airport. This is my playing card deck, like a military playing cards, and I put this amethyst on it to kind of charge the deck. I got one of my beach feathers. It's a beautiful wispy one. This is in my Sea Magic book, which I'm gonna go through with y'all. I got Sacred Sleep, Dreams, and the Divine by Scott Cunningham to kind of rekindle my dream magic and all that really cool stuff. It has some awesome information here. I've only looked through it. I also have, what did I just drop? Anyway, I have the 5 love languages, which was mentioned by one of my instructors, and I thought it was pretty cool. I have one of the books by Amethyst Rain. I love her. Y'all should really check her out. I haven't read it yet, but I'm definitely going to. Oh, goodness me, what's wrong with this bookmark? It's bent. I'll fix that off camera. So this is The Magic by Rhonda Byrnes. Byrnes, I don't know how to say it, poor thing. Probably totally messed up her name. But I have the other 2 books in this trilogy, and when I get my books again, I'm going to reread the whole thing and probably do like all 3 of them and do like a, what's that thing called? Book review. There we go. Then this is the 4 Agreements. I want to get the other books by him too. Those are pretty cool. I finally got Practical Magic by Alice Hoffman, and I have her new book, The Rules of Magic, which is, I think, considered a prequel. I've taken a pause from this one, and I've taken a pause from this one as well. This is the Dictionary of Body Language and the Witch's Book of Self-Care. The Gypsy Dream Dictionary, I really love this. I love Romany magic. I love it so much. It's something I just can't get enough of, and it's really hard to find. This is my like herbal grimoire book of mirrors. It's more of a book of mirrors actually, and I just kind of put a little bit of information in there. Haven't done a lot lately. These are my current teas. Honey for my tea. My 3 essential oils that I have right now: eucalyptus, sweet orange, and tea tree. my lotion, basil scented. It's really good. Every time I put it on, I always kind of do an enchantment as I rub it in for protection, love, and prosperity. This piece of driftwood, which I'm going to make a mobile on, or with rather, and my lavender roll-on. This came in the love mail. It's a little potion. I don't know what it's for, though. I have to ask. My Tiger Balm, I just used it. It's really awesome. If y'all have any joint pain or muscle pain, especially from like working out or something, rub that, massage it into the muscle or joint area, and it will feel 10 times better. This is I used this in boot camp as like a lotion cream type of thing, but it's typically used for your cuticles, and it smells really, really good. This came from the first beach trip, or little sandbar trip, when I got the elemental representations, and then this one came from the second one. I want to say that this is, oh gosh, making a mess. I want to say that this is like coral, but I'm not sure. And then this is like a little seashell. This came from the White Witch Parlor. This is that witchcraft potion, and I use this kind of connect with my matron and patron, but I also use it for the protection as well as spiritual enhancement for my gifts and psychic abilities, whatever you want to call them. So I always draw the star upon my brow, you know, that's talked about in the read. And I always say, well, you know what? I'll save that for a Monday Minute of Magic. My lip balm, and I think that's it, guys. That's pretty much my whole altar right now. Oh, I forgot to tell you that this altar cloth tapestry thing came in the love mail as well. And I think I'm going to sit y'all in my mug. And because I haven't made the trip over to the next yet, I am going to, before I leave, get that tripod. I just haven't made it yet because I've been kind of busy. But I will soon. So I'm going to flip the camera and sit y'all in there and talk to y'all about the rest of those yummy goodies from the Witch's Cavern. Alright, so... Oh, I forgot to talk to y'all about this. So, this is one of the bags that came in the love mail, as well as the green one that had the little soil pot squish things. I don't know what they're called. But I got this piece of... Hold on. I got this piece of slate from the beach. And when I get some craft wire, I'm going to wire wrap it and turn it into a pendant and make a necklace from it, and probably use it for like enhancing intuition because it's blue and connected to the sea. I'm probably gonna try and look for slate magical properties so I can delve into that a little more, but that's probably what I'm gonna use it for. Also, it's heavily connected to water, so it's probably good for ancestral works. So I already talked to you about Poseidon's Sandbar. So, another one that he has is this Hangman's Crow. It's another offertory salt. I know on the Etsy shop it says kind of what the vibrational frequency and how you can use it. Here it says the normal of like spreading on altars, witches' purses, and here it says sachets and mojo bags. I'm pretty sure that's the same thing as my witch's purse, or stuffed in puppets. You can probably also use it as like a ring of salt around candles, putting it in a dish. I probably wouldn't use it outside because it's salt, unless you're using it on like the beach. Then it would be fine. But if you're putting it like on a grassland or something like that, like a soil, I probably wouldn't do that because salt's not good for the soil. It like can kill plant matter and stuff like that, so you don't want to use it there. But if you're at a beach or something, that would be great to use. Yeah. Now, if you're making those salt dough gratitude stones, or crap, out salt dough offering stones. I'm sorry, y'all. I call it gratitude stones. I don't usually use the word offering in my practice. I say gratitudes, and that's the whole thing. So it's kind of hard for me to remember to say offering and all that. So if I slip and say like gratitudes or gratitude stones or whatever, it's kind of the same thing. Does this have crystals in it? I don't know. But I really love the chunky salt thing. You know, I used to use granular salt and chunky salt. I think this is rock salt, because I know that there was some rock salt that was chunky like this, but I'm not sure. It could be sea salt. I haven't seen sea salt this chunky, but I'm not saying that it's not. But salt's pretty much salt, honestly. But yeah, so this is really cool. Check it out. It's Hangman's Crow offering salt. And like I said, I'll put the Etsy shop link below. Make sure to love it. You know, do the little heart thing. I think, oh, favorite the shop. That's what it is. I couldn't remember. But yeah, so when I run out of this stuff, I'm definitely going to buy some more. What do I want to talk about next? So I already told you all about the bone. And yeah, so the next thing I want to talk to you about, which is really awesome, because I'm going to try and work with Ron a little more, because he's kind of my deity that I use for, not necessarily ancestral workings, because that's Krimba, but Krimba's also more of a household deity as well. But I like necromancy and spirit work in general is what I'm going to be working with him, or doing when I work with him. There we go. And as y'all know, I don't have my graveyard dirt or my burial ground dirt anymore. But he makes this Helheim dust, which I feel kind of special, not gonna lie, because I helped him name this one, so it's like, oh no, I just broke it. I just broke the back and I'm spilling it on my altar. Whoops. But yo, he packs these packages so you get a good quantity. I can't remember right now. Where's my tape? I can't remember right now how much. I want to say it's $8 for like these herb packet things. But I can't remember for certain. I don't want to lose any of this goodness. So. Oh, y'all, it was hilarious. Well, actually, it was a little annoying, but it was also hilarious at the same time. When I was opening this love mail at the Mao Yeoman desk, whatever they wish to be called. You know, when it first got here, they were called Maos. And now they're called Yeomans. And so it's just like, but then sometimes they're still called Maos. And so it's really weird. And y'all probably don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Like, what the fuck is the difference, right? Maybe one day I'll explain. But anyway, I don't want to get too sidetracked. So I was opening the package in front of him and going through the stuff, making sure there's no contraband, because that's part of the job or whatever. And then this little twerp was being such a pest, and he kept on screaming, voodoo, voodoo. I'm just like, it's not voodoo. There's a difference. And I'm just like, I just finally gave up for it. But anyway, not important. So I know it has, it's either potting soil or maybe like he gathered some of the soil. And it's got rose petals, and it looks like eggshells. I'm not sure. Trying to see if there's some leaves, but they might be like rose petal leaves. I'm not certain. So I just kind of want to give you an idea of what the product is, but it smells really good. It's very earthy, but it's also got that nice sweet smell from the rose. And I can't wait to work with this. I'm really super duper uber excited to have this. And yeah. So of course you can roll candles in this. And oh, that's right, I haven't uploaded my Dirt Magic. I'm gonna upload my Dirt Magic video after this. So y'all gonna get 2 videos because I forgot to upload Wednesday. Sorry, y'all. I've just been forgetting. But, this is Neverland dust. I have, I think I shared with you the, oh, that reminds me. I didn't get my tea subscription. I wonder if I messed up and didn't make it be a monthly thing. Whoops. Oh well. I'll just go back and fix it if I need to. But anyway, this bag had a bunch of those tea bags in it. Whoops. Knocking over my wand. And so, let me just show y'all. So, sometimes when you get loose tea, you still want to, you don't got the sifter or whatever, you can get these little tea bags. And so that's what that little drawstring bag had in it. And I was so excited. I was like, ooh, that's gonna be a witch purse. Or a spell bag, or, what do y'all call them again? Well, this says dream pillow. Oh, mojo bag or sachet. I'm gonna say sachet. I think I've also heard sachet. Oh wait, that's a different word, isn't it? I don't know. I just fucking call it a witch purse. So, I don't use all those other words. Not trying to hate or anything, but... So I think I might put all of this in this bag. And I'm not sure if I want to put that amethyst in here or not. But I'm definitely probably going to make this little dream pillow with y'all. I have a dream pillow, but it's at the house, packed away. Because you could only bring so much to boot camp. But, yeah. I haven't decided just yet. There's a hair in with the glass, the little shell of glass that I shared with y'all, but I don't know, I'm really excited. I'm probably gonna make this another video and share it with y'all, because I really miss having a dream pillow, so stay tuned with that. And I think that's it. Oh! Excuse me. I don't have it, but he also had this river sticks. I want to say it was also an offering salt. I can't remember for certain. You can check that out on his Etsy shop. And feel free to... oh, I didn't finish talking to you about the Helheim dust. But feel free to check out that stuff. Buy with whatever it is you want. And with Helheim dust, it is a synthetic graveyard dirt, obviously. But I suggest if you want to begin necromancy or any type of spirit work, that you get this, because that way you don't have to worry about any, you know, death rituals or customs about collecting the dirt or whatever. You can just get this, and it has the vibrational frequency that's the same. I can feel that it's pretty much the same. There is a slight difference because of the ingredients and what they bring to the table, but, you know, it definitely will get the job done. Especially when you bring your intention and do the ritual, it's still going to be effective. If you want to add anything to it, I would probably add dandelion, which is a weed, so it pretty much grows anywhere, at least in America. So that's a really good thing. You could also add vervain or plantain leaf, which is also a weed, and those are spell enhancers. So they'll help enhance the magic and bring more success. If you're worried about it not working for you, like I said, this is going to work just fine. And this is a great for if you're doing beginners in that necromancy and death magic type of workings. So, yeah, I wanted to share that little tidbit with y'all. And then once you get more comfortable and maybe find cemeteries in your area, oh, this is also good if you're not able to go out and about a lot. Maybe you have some health problems, or you're laid up because you sprained your ankle or broke it or something, whatever. Then you can get this shipped to you and use that and in place of that. Or maybe you just moved into an area and you can't get to your herbs just yet, or you don't know where the nearest cemetery is just yet because you've just been busy with packing and moving and unpacking. So you can use this in place of that. I would also see this as worthy for any death deities. I know that, excuse me, I remember it said that he worked with Hades when making this graveyard dirt. So yeah, you could use it for that. This is, I don't think it says it on here, but you can also roll your candles in this, kind of like you would herbs when you're dressing your candle, or sprinkle it around on a plate where you put your candle on for spell work. Of course, you can do the witch purses and what else did it say on here? Sprinkle on your altar. So if you have like an ancestor altar, or maybe like a necromancy or a death magic altar, or maybe you're just your magic altar, aka like a working altar, witch's altar, whatever, you can sprinkle it on the altar there. I won't be doing any sprinkling stuff on here because that's definitely going to be making a mess and stuff like that, and we do get room inspections. In fact, we just had one today while I was in the room, which I was pretty sure you don't get room inspections when you have your sailor in the room or whatever, but I guess not. I guess they do inspect if you're in here. I know for the health and comfort, they do it when you're here. Well, no, they don't inspect your room when you're here. They only inspect the closet, because you need to be here to unlock it. But, yeah. So that was really interesting. I mean, I didn't fail the inspection, but they did tell me that, well, I won't get into that right now. Anyway, so yeah, check out this stuff, and, if you're wanting to embark upon death magic, feel free to get this. It's going to be very helpful. And, I'm trying to think, is there anything else I want to share with y'all? Every day of my life, every beat of my heart, every part of my world is filled with love because of you. And that's really true. So, let that be our little last message to YouTubesters. Oh, I cut off my head. Oh, I didn't talk to you about this stuff. So, every time you order something from Witch's Cavern, you get this cute little... Oh, that smells nice. Oh, because of the incense, that's right. So you get this little, penny and quartz crystal and a bay leaf with the intention of safe travel to protect your package, which I think is really, really awesome. If any of y'all have gotten mail from me, you've probably seen a little sigil, which is my safe travel sigil. I also have a green bag in here, like a velveteen bag. That's where the thank you gifts came in from Tayluna, and I'm gonna be using that as a witch purse for like money and prosperity and stuff. And this is the rest of the lavender that came in. And some other things that came in the love mail was this sand dollar money salt. And this has like crushed up sand dollars and some rice, and I'm gonna say basil. And it's really cool because I'm gonna say it had some like candle pieces, or maybe it's like some ash or whatever, because there's this little candle nub in there, like the butt of the candle that has the wick, which is so awesome, and I'm totally keeping that and using that. Bay leaf, maybe? Maybe? Yeah, I think it's actually just basil. I love this. Oh, I just broke it. But yeah, there's like I'm gonna assume that yep, that's the sand dollar. Crushed up sand dollar, so this one is really cool. So excited to use that for my, a sea magic version of prosperity working. And I just put this sticker on here that came off of that, off of this bag, since I'm gonna use that as a, it's upside down. But that's who I got the tea subscription from. I need to figure out where my second batch of tea is. But, this is a bee attraction powder. What is that? I don't know. And I love the cute little washi tapes on these bags. This one got bees on it. And this one has, little flowers. Little flowers. And, This has rose petals and lavender and I want to say sand or dirt, and I think it's salt. And some, oh crap, what's that called? It looks like crushed up eggshell. And there's something else in here. Is that bee pollen? I think it's bee pollen. Or maybe it's crushed up bees. Because it does have some black... It's like black and yellow, I think. Anyways, this is going to be really fun. This is great for any type of, you could probably use this for a love spell, because bees are great messengers to send to your lovers. And it really helps go out in the world and find your soulmate, twin flame, whatever you want to call it. So you can work with bee spirit when doing like a love spell, like an Amas Veritas spell, or even like sending a bee out to a specific person. You can also dress your candles with this, or of course do the witch's purse, witch bottles and witch orbs and not witch orbs, witch globes, that's what I meant to say, and like jars and stuff like that, especially like witch maracas. Oh, I don't think I've talked to y'all about witch maracas. Witch maracas are dry spell bottles, and then you have just the witch bottles, which are the wet ones. That smells real good. So, like, so typically when I make a witch bottle, it's always wet. I always put like an oil or some type of liquid, like a vinegar or magical water or whatever, and sometimes urine, or maybe like a little blood with oil or whatever. Sometimes I mix things, like I'll do 2 parts of different potions or whatever, and I'll shake it up, or actually I spin it around, or I'll put a crystal on it, or I'll put a candle on it to kind of keep the spell working if that's what I want to do. But with witch maracas, it's all dry ingredients, and you'll shake it up real hard to really agitate and reawaken the chi that's within the spell bottle. So that way it doesn't go rigor mortis, or the chi going stagnant, basically, and the spell fizzling out. But yeah, so that's some stuff that you can get, and some other stuff that I got in the love mail. This has my, you can't see it too well, but I have a couple of fishing hooks, which are perfect for manifestation and attraction workings. If y'all haven't used fishing hooks, y'all should really use them. I actually used them before I even embarked upon this sea magic little bandwagon. But that's pretty much it. I'll definitely do an update when I get the floral foam and the flowers and the rabbits and bowl. I'll give you a little update video on that. This video took much longer than I thought. Oh, that's because I talked about the products. That's right. So, stay tuned for, I think I might upload this one first, and then I'll have the, Dirt Magic video upload today as well. I think that's it. Oh, tomorrow we're gonna do a live stream on here, and we're gonna talk about Rhoda Crochet and the magical correspondences and notes and all of that I have collected, and kind of my experience with the stone, which I'll admit isn't much because I haven't used it that much. I might try and use it today, so I can kind of get experience before I do a video. I might also try and do some of it tomorrow before the video, see if anything changes between the days. But yeah, that's this video. Do you like it? I'll admit it's become more of an altar than like an altar workspace. But you know what, that kind of happens with me. I love magic. I love spirituality and practices. What I will say is that next Friday, if I'm able to, oh yes, I will. We're going to talk about Dalmatian Jasper, so I'm going to do some research on Dalmatian Jasper and do that. And I think that's what I might do. I'll just do some like crystal videos with y'all since I don't have my grimoire yet. And like I said, well, actually, I don't know if I said this, but I don't plan on buying any more online stuff to have shipped here right now. Just because I'm graduating on the 16th, and I'll be going over to my next command, wherever that is. I haven't gotten my orders yet. As far as I know, I think I'm getting them the end of this week, maybe the beginning of next week. So, yeah, that's really exciting. Gonna be shipping off somewhere else. I've heard Jacksonville, but I don't know how reliable that source is. I've also heard Washington and California and Virginia and Texas. So, not that I'd be really upset about Virginia, but I would prefer Washington or California, definitely California. Even Texas. I'm actually kind of hoping Texas, because I didn't really get to spend much time in there when I went the last time. But anyway, enough rambling. Thank y'all for tuning in and watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Have y'all set up your altars yet? If you did, put your link below, or you can send me a picture on Instagram. You can send me a picture on Snapchat, on Facebook. You can also email me. I know I've been really bad. I haven't checked my emails. I don't know if anyone's emailed me. If you have, oh look, my hydration tool. That's empty. At least y'all know I've been drinking water. But yeah, you can email me video ideas, comment below video ideas, anything that you want to see or want to talk about. If you want to chit chat, you can always message me and see what happens, build up a friendship. I love talking to y'all. If I don't get to you within a day or two, I will. Maybe message me again. Maybe I forgot. Sometimes I get a little busy. After either this Friday or maybe sometime next week, I might be going back to having some homework, so I might be a little more flaky or gone. And that's just because I'm going to be going back to homework now that we'll be finishing up with metal fabs. But yeah, not going anywhere just yet. So, I want to say thank you all again for watching. I'm actually going to leave this time, and I'm going to have this upload, and like I said, I'm going to have that Dirt Magic video upload, so stay tuned for that, and look for the notifications, and as always, abundant and eternal blessings.